So I am trying to get this video done before my Leon wakes up again. I just put her back down for a nap. I just dried my hair. That's when I was drying my hair. I don't want that on the background. Pick this up. Trying to make it look a little decent. So I've been wanting to talk about this, and I just experienced another moment of it. So I think it's perfect to express it to you guys. Gosh. So I filmed this last night, but I didn't like the quality of it, and I felt like I wanted to make sure that I got my point across a lot better. And yeah, so I want to talk about, first of all, hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new. My name is Judy, and today we are going to be talking about why is motherhood so hard? Like, why is motherhood so hard? And I just experienced a little bit of anxiety trying to get my Leah down, and I'll express that to you guys on what I'm trying to make sure that you don't see. Okay, like I don't want my like bald spot to be all out, but I was trying to make sure that I got myself done, right? And I started to get anxious. So this like ties into like everything that I wanted to talk to you guys about. So I wrote notes down because I wanted to like reference it a little bit with the words. Try my best too, because like I'm just learning and I'm trying to be better, and I wanted to connect it properly. So, excuse me. Why is motherhood so hard? I'm the type of person that when something doesn't fully make sense to me, I have to like research it, and it replays in my mind over and over and over again until I get an answer that makes sense to me. When you tell me something and if I feel like you're lying to me, I know this is like another thing, I'll replay it until I get all the answers. And 9 times out of 10, I'm right. So the same thing with emotions, these emotions, motherhood. And I came to the conclusion that based off reading a lot of different things, not just my conclusion, motherhood is an identity change. Motherhood literally is something that you lose your old self instantly, and you can never retrieve that person back. And you can quote unquote start feeling like yourself again, but the reality of it is you will never be the woman you were before you had children. Your body is not the same. The way you think is no longer the same, because you no longer wake up in the morning and automatically think about yourself. You wake up in the morning and think about your baby and everything that your baby needs and everything like that. And that is why, like, I tried to figure out why. Like, there's been a couple times, I'm not gonna lie, that I forgot to brush my teeth in the morning. And I brush my teeth at night, so I'm not too wary about it. But yeah, I was like, why the heck did I forget to brush my teeth and wash my face? And it's because you wake up and you automatically just think about the well-being of another human, and you're trying to figure out how to keep this person alive and give them their food, change their diaper, make sure that they're happy. Then they go to sleep, and then you think about all the hundreds of different things that you have to do. So your mind is completely different than before. The baby truly relies on you and only you. And your husband or your partner, your spouse, your boyfriend will never understand. will never understand unless they're a single parent, unless they're like a single father. They won't understand because you're automatically handling it. And my mom used to say this to me all the time. She was like, it's just a man thing. It's just a man thing. And I always would tell my mom, like, Mom, that's not an excuse. That's not an excuse. Like, I hate giving a man a cop out by saying it's just a man thing. But in reality, it's a real thing. Like, it's real when men do not have the same mindset when it comes to being a parent at all. My husband does his best to do things, but I have to remind him and constantly tell him and like give him explanations on why I need you to do this the way I'm asking you to do it, because it's so important for XYZ. And it's frustrating because you're like, why can't you get it? And it's because they will never get it. Because we're undergoing such, okay, another thing that I wanted to like understand is postpartum depression and why do women commit suicide, right? And a lot of the stuff I'm saying it's not scientific. I don't, like I don't really rely on all that stuff. I just try my best to just understand it person to person. And I feel like postpartum depression, it's a hormonal thing, but the identity change that a woman undergoes and the changes that we're experiencing becoming a mother and losing ourselves, we're going through a grieving process of losing ourselves, right? And we don't realize it. And in the midst of the grief and in the midst of like understanding another human being like a baby, we are met by the enemy because the enemy understands and sees that it's a perfect opportunity to swarm into a woman that is going through so much and warp her mind to think that her life will not get better. I'm here to tell you, girl, it does get better. My baby's 6 months and I still have my moments, but let me tell you, it gets better. Um, Understanding your partner and understanding the new like area that you're like embarking in your life, it comes with a challenge. One thing I wrote down and it just came to my mind is essentially what you're going through is you walking towards a new door and closing the old one, and you're really trying to open that old door of yourself and you can't open it because it's no longer available to you. That's what happens when you become married, and that's what happens when you become a mother. It's a door that you no longer have access to, and you have to work towards like embracing it. It's a new road that you do not understand, know anything about, and you're scared. It's fearful. You are scared to feel like you will not have anything good afterwards because it's hard. And our flesh is dealing with so many changes that we want to just turn back around and say, I don't want this anymore. This is hard. And you feel crazy for saying that. There's been times that I'm just like so frustrated and not feeling heard by my spouse, not feeling heard by anyone, and not feeling heard by my baby because I mean, she's a baby and she cannot understand me. So you feel alone. You feel like you have nothing. It's lonely being a mother sometimes. And I feel like what has gotten me through, and I feel like what will get a lot of women through, is the word of God and understanding that your identity is not with anything that is changing around you, it's within God. And I have God in my life and I still struggled, and I feel like if you do not have God in your life, you will struggle even more because you wouldn't know what to relay your words to or what you're experiencing to, and you won't understand what God says about you. So you're trying to get a hold and a grasp of everything that's happening, that's getting like that's in shambles in your life. In reality, it's all in shambles, and you're trying to put the pieces together. And people are like, I just seen someone post and like a hashtag like finally feeling like myself. And in reality, you do not feel like yourself. You're not yourself anymore. You just have become the person that you were supposed to be in that time, and you're finally becoming comfortable in those shoes. God is taking you to a new level, literally a new level, a new self. And no matter what you do, you can never go back. And two things that I can really compare this to is marriage and children, right? I can use those two things and put them together. And I'm going to say this, but I don't want to throw people that are not married out of the loop. But when you enter through the door of marriage and you enter through the door of motherhood, those are two different doors that you no longer have the access to return back to having a boyfriend or being a single woman, meaning not being a mother. And it's hard to fully embark those things all at one time, which I did. And I'm gonna do a whole different video on marriage in the military, and then marriage within becoming a new mother. Like, that's a whole crazy ball game that I have never relied more on God than I do now, because that's where I get my answers. And it makes me sad a little bit, because sometimes I don't talk to my mom as much as I used to. It makes me emotional, because I know that my answers don't rely on people anymore, that I need to rely on God, because that's where I'll get my clarity and my answers to push forward within my struggles in motherhood and within my struggles in marriage. Not that I don't go to her for anything anymore at all, but for the most part, I put mascara on, pana, porque I'm probably gonna smear it. And in motherhood, you think you can rely on your partner, right? And not that you can't, and not that you can't teach them, because I teach my husband whenever I need like a second, like a real second, because I'm like overwhelmed. I wake him up. I'm like, okay, well, you need to give the baby a bath. I need to go to the kitchen and start cooking dinner. Like, and that's my therapy time, like by myself. I'll listen to the word, or I'll listen to something by myself, and it gets me a little bit more sane. And I say all this without making sure that I don't take away the fact that you're still going to struggle. Even if you come towards the word, you're still going to struggle. Even if you know biblically things down the line, you're still going to struggle. But you are more, you become more successful with overcoming those struggles, because you already know that God is going to give you all the answers that you need. That God is going to uplift you in the ways that you need. He's going to, in his story, in what he has written for you, you already win. That's basically what I'm trying to say. I had a scripture that I was going back and forth with trying to understand identity and trying to make sure that I learned to embark within myself. Overall, motherhood doesn't get easier, you just get stronger. You get braver, you understand more, you get through things differently, especially if you have God within you. Ephesians 4:22. I thought that 4:22 through 24, I thought was really good. That's strip yourself of your former nature, put off and discard your old unrenewed self. Unrenewed self. I like that. Unrenewed self. Like you cannot renew that person you used to be, which characterize your previous manner of life and become corrupt through lust and desire that spring from delusions, and be constantly renewed in the spirit of your mind, having a fresh mental and spiritual attitude, and put on the new nature, the regenerate, the regenerate self, the regenerate self. I don't know what that really means. Created in God's image, God's like, and true righteousness and holiness. You know what? Another thing I wanted to share with you right before I was trying to put my Leah down, which she's picking me up, so I need to hurry up and finish this video. I was getting anxious as I was rocking her to sleep. One thing I've been trying to do is be in the moment when I'm like doing things, no longer have my phone when I'm rocking her and anything like that. And I was becoming anxious, and I was like, I felt like I needed my phone. I felt like I needed to scroll to get me through the moment of her not wanting to fall asleep. But in that moment, God showed me that this is you being anxious with wanting to get her to do what you want her to do, what you want to do so you can get your stuff done. But I need you to just be patient, allow her to do what she needs to do, and then you'll get to your task. And when I like felt that, I just calmed down. I knew that this is my new way of living, that sometimes my stuff is a little bit delayed because of her, and I need to be patient, and I need to understand that she needs me, and my stuff will get done still. I thought that was really good. But yeah, mom life, I'm looking at this coffee table and I really want to wipe it down because my husband needs to wipe down this table and he never does. And it's like distracting me. But I hope this video was inspiring to someone. I hope that it helps someone if you're going through postpartum depression, if you're feeling like you don't understand motherhood, and you're not supposed to. You're not. You're not supposed to understand yourself anymore. You're not supposed to be understood by anyone else. You need to hold on to God a little bit stronger, and all your answers will come to pass, and everything will be how it's supposed to be. Be patient with the moment that you're in. Be patient with things, and everything will get easier. You will soon be able to put your hair down. I don't know why I thought about this thought. You will soon be able to put your hair down and not have a child pull it. Okay? Eventually that day will come. Just right now, you gotta put it up. I don't know why that thought was random. I mean, why that thought came to my mind. Super random. But yeah. I'm gonna try to edit this video. She actually did not wake up. So I'm gonna try to edit this video before she does get up so that I can have this video. My goal is to have it up by 7 p.m. tonight. So wish me luck. I'll see you guys in a few days. I'll be posting this entire week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is 5 o'clock my time. And right now, what time is it? It's 3:30. So I got an hour and a half to finish editing this video before she wakes up, because I have goals and I'm really working hard to make this happen. You guys might see videos randomly here and there on top of the Monday, Wednesday, Friday, because I'm working on trying to catch up with some of the content that I already have. But I'll see you guys on my next video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope this video helped you.